YouTubers. It's gonna be like my catchphrase here. Not a very original one, but still. Anyway, what I'm getting out here is my one tarot deck I actually don't have much experience with, which is kind of odd considering which deck it is. It's the Rider Tarot deck, not the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, it's the Rider Tarot deck. I actually got it on discount over at a bookstore, and it was like $3 or $4 or something. It was stuck in the bookshelf, and oh, let's get it. Yeah, I collect tarot decks. Well, not collect them, but just, well, maybe it's called collecting. But, yeah, so I was going to do just a brief little short-ish tarot reading for the next week. And that's going to be starting, this is the middle of the week, so I'm going to be, yes, that's my cat, he's interactive with my videos, he likes hearing me talk for some reason. Anyway, you can see him in the background. He doesn't usually pick tarot cards with me, but whenever I start talking, that's what he usually does. That's one of the video and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. So this is for the next coming week, which is going to be next Monday, which is kind of funny how I don't know the date here. I've got a calendar app here, so this is on my Mac, so I've got iCal on there. So let's see what next Monday is. And I'm gonna try scheduling these weekly. They're gonna be on Wednesdays. My video blog is gonna be on a Monday, and my tarot reading is going to be on Wednesdays for the next week. Okay, so crickets. Anyway, so Monday is going to be the 10th. Anyway, but anyway, so next Monday is going to be the 10th. So it's going to be the 10th through the 16th. 10th through the 16th. Okay. Back to where I was. Okay. So the 10th through the 16th. That's roughly 7 days. Okay. So, for the beginning of the week, from Monday to about Wednesday, this is the card I'm getting. Ooh, the 5 of Wands. That's a very active card. Flames, fire, wands. Lots of conflict in this card. It's also a 5, so it's whereas the 4 is a stable. You've got the 4 walls of the home. This is, I kind of view it as the 4 is the 2 families coming together in a marriage, creating another family, and out of that comes the 5 is a creation of not necessarily a new home or a new family, but a child, or a consensus of the 2 homes coming in together and coming out the best of both, basically. So it's a creation card, an action card, flame, rather than a destructive card in a flame kind of way. And this is also was right side up, and the way I view reversals is a little odd, or at least controversial to some of my friends. I read it somewhere and it made sense to me that reversals are more inner. It's how do I phrase this? The way that it's facing doesn't necessarily change the meaning of the card. It changes the stage on which that same meaning plays out. Whereas when it's right side up, it's more external, like the outside world. Whereas when it's reversed, it's more internal. The inside world is where it's playing out. And this is an outside card, because it was facing right side up when I picked it up, for as I can remember. Anyway, so that was that for the beginning of the week. It's creation, fire. I work at a craft store, so for me that makes perfect sense for me. And the second card, which is going to be the middle of the week, this is an interesting card. On the internal stage, since it is reversed, I got the 10 of Swords. We kind of like to joke about this card is, have you got the point yet? Where you're inside your head a lot, and the swords are more for a mental, and it's sticking into the ground, kind of like a thumbtack, sticking post-it note into the corkboard. Have you got the point yet? It's like the action at the beginning, and the flame, and then the sword is like saying, okay, you've got this in the beginning. We're going to stick it and make it into not just an idea, but an actual thought. Like, it's progressing. And since it's reversed, it's on a more internal. You're taking what came from the outside, the actions that are going on around you, and internalizing them. And the world is saying, do you get the point yet? We've shown you a couple times. Get the point. So that'd be Wednesday to about Friday-ish and the beginning of the weekend. And the third card, which is the 3 of Pentacles, which is another creation card. It says it's on a more physical level, and I like that it's actually moving from the spiritual to the thought to the actual physical realm. It's moving from your week from, okay, you got an idea that's come to you from the outside world, you've internalized it, and now you're bringing it back out again. Because this was, and once again, right side up, or external. So you're bringing out the thought that you first got at the beginning of the week. See if I can get these right, because it's backwards here. So you started out with the plane, the thought, the general idea that the world was bringing to you on the outside. You've internalized that thought. That's right, reversed. You've internalized that. You had a lot of thoughts about it. You thought about it a lot. Blah blah blah. It's gone over in your mind a lot until this comes up, and you brought it back into the world during the weekend and externalized it again. Like, kind of like how I kind of explained this, where you've got an idea in the beginning from the external world, you've internalized it, and now you're bringing it back out and bringing it also into your own words. Like, you're taking their thoughts and you thought about saying, okay, how does this work in my life, and how can I bring this into my own life, and how do I interpret this, and then you bring it out in the world into your own words. Like, you're taking a piece of writing someone's done, you've looked at it, internalized it, and you say, okay, this is what I think this says to me, and you bring it out again in another piece of writing. Kind of like when you're writing an essay, you're looking at all the research that other people have done, and then you think you have to think about it, go through all the research, think in your mind, get it clear in your head, and then you bring it out again in your own piece of writing to show to the world. Why is it writing? I have no idea. But once again, and I like that it moves from the spiritual to the physical. So it's the natural progression of the week, is that, yeah, you go from one point to the very next. And it seems very clear to me. Let me just show you them again. And show you once again. So this is the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and then the end. Moving from the spiritual thought process and to the physical manifestation. That was the word I was looking for, but it wasn't coming. Anyway, so that's for that week. And this is my first time doing this, so take from it as you will. Okay, so once again, for the beginning of the week is the 5 of Wands, And then for the middle of the week, from Wednesday to about Friday, is the Ten of Swords, which we're quite familiar with in my tarot group. And then at the end of the week, the weekend, from the end of Friday to the weekend, Sunday, is the Three of Pentacles. Alright. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Nice talking to you, and I know it's late, and I'll be posting this right now. It'll show up Wednesday morning. Hey.